the second part of what goes wrong is that we often think that analysing the risk equals preparedness. And I'll just put another little slide here, which I think is really interesting. This is the National Risk Register, the UK's National Risk Register. It was first published in 2008. It was revised, I think, 2017. I've there highlighted top right box. So anyone, you probably people on here will know what a risk register does. You look at the probability and the consequence of the risks that your organisation faces. So a national one is no different to an organisational one. Pandemic influenza is the highest consequence, highest probability event that was going to affect the UK. It was top right on the National Risk Register for like the last decade. So doing risk management, and I'm sure there are people watching this that go through a process of risk management where the leaders in the organisation pull off the risk register probably every year. They look at the risk facing the organisation. We have a conversation about risk appetite and we kind of classify those risks. We do something like that and it kind of goes back on the shelf. Well, we kind of did that as a nation. It's not that we didn't analyse the risk, it's that we didn't translate that into preparedness. So kind of that analysis of risk, very different to preparedness and our ability to respond.
So it's about it's not about just seeing things coming, about the appetite driving the cultural change, the leveraging the right levers in your business to build the right structure.
And I think there is a bit of a danger here. And I think actually you see this at national governmental level as well as at an organisational level, that we get fixated on those individual risks, like what might happen. You mentioned like the Ukraine crisis. Our view of resilience is that actually we need to think about this in a more risk agnostic way. So what I mean by that is, are you resilient as an organisation regardless of what the risk that or threat that you might face? So instead of sort of saying, would Putin invade Ukraine and what's the probability and consequence of that? It'd probably be better to think about our resilience to what if gas and oil prices go up by 10%, 15%? Can we continue to operate as a business? Now we're not saying what might cause that gas price to go up, but are we resilient enough if it does?